Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Accountitude. Here I am with another question on the topic cash flow statement. First of all, here I am given a balance sheet, that is a company form of balance sheet, in which you can see that we are provided with the equities and liabilities and the assets. What we have here is equities and liabilities, right? And then we have here is assets. So first of all, let's justify our balance sheet, that in the balance sheet what we are given. Under the head equities and liabilities, we are given shareholder funds, under which head we are given share capital, which kind of activity. I have told you that share capital is your financing activity, right? So it is a financing activity. Reserves and surplus we gonna make use in our operating activities. Okay, this would be used in operating activities. Reserves and surplus. Here I am provided with the note number 1. Under the notes to the accounts, it's given to us that for the case of our reserves, there are two things. One is security premium reserve, which was nil firstly, and then it is rupees 10,000. Another is statement of P&L, in which on the beginning year we have a profit of 1,66,000 and the closing balance is 3,86,000. These are your closing balances and these are your opening balances of which particular case reserves and surplus. Now statement of P&L would tell you that the profit earned during the year, so it would be used under the head operating activities. How much is the profit made during the year? That is rupees 2,20,000 net profit made during the year, which we will make use where in our operating activities. Now security premium reserve tells that earlier there was no balance of reserve, but the closing we have a balance of rupees 10,000. It means 10,000 is received by issue of, either it could be your debentures or the share capital. Now go to the balance sheet. Let's see in the balance sheet. If you see in the balance sheet, equity share capital have increased, but your long term borrowings have decreased, right? From 11th to 12th year, our equity share capital have increased and our long term borrowings have decreased. It means what? That premium was, which premium was here? Security premium was on which issue? That was issue of your equity share capital, right? So reserves balance used, it would be used in which activities? Financing activities. Security premium would be used under the head financing. Statement of P&L difference would be taken for the operating activities. Okay, going back along our balance sheet. Then the next head is of NCL. Under the NCL we have long term borrowings. The long term borrowings have gone down, or whether gone down or up, these belongs to which activity? That is your financing activity. Now he says that it goes with the note number 2. First of all, we are understanding our balance sheet, so we are going to the note number 2. Under the note number 2, he has shown that debentures opening balance 2 lakh gone down with 1,50,000. It shows the payment of debentures for the financing activities with 50,000 rupees, right? Now the name of the debentures is given to us 10% and there is no other adjustment given in the question. Now what 12% debenture means? That interest on the debenture is payable at which rate? 12%. If the question is silent, you would always pay interest on the opening balance of the debentures. What was the opening balance of the debentures? That is rupees 2 lakh. So for the interest calculation, you will take opening balance of the debentures, that is rupees 2 lakh multiplied by 12%. That is multiplied by 12%. How much interest we get from here is 24,000 rupees is the interest on debentures. Now interest on debentures, the point we have done not from the balance sheet, rather for an adjustment of 12%. So it would be taken to the two places, right? It would be taken to the two places in your cash flow statement. Once, because interest is paid for the debenture, so it becomes your financing activity. So it would be less from financing activity, and you know the interest have already been deducted from the P&L statement. So there we will add, right? We will add where? In operating activities, right? So in the head financing activities, we will deduct interest paid because it's a financing activity, and reciprocal point we will add in which activity? That is operating activity. Reason I have told you, because interest is taken to the P&L, so that's why we added it in the operating activities, right? Now we are done with the second head over here also. Now the third head is current liabilities. He is talking about short term borrowings. Notes to account is 3. Let's go to the notes to account 3. Under the 3 head, I have bank overdraft, which was 15,000 earlier. Now it is of 18,000. It means what? That bank overdraft balance is raised with rupees 3,000. There is a plus with rupees 3,000. That means raising of funds is with rupees 3,000. Bank overdraft value has increased with 3,000. Now point is this, bete, I have told you earlier that for the case of the current liabilities, you will refer to the working capital changes under the head operating activities, right? But here, when he is talking about short term borrowings, when it is bank overdraft or cash credit, the two words I have used, bank overdraft or cash credit, then it would be taken to which head? Financing activity, right? Now trade payables would be taken to which head? Operating activities, right? Trade payables, here if you can see, they have increased. The trade payables have increased with the value of 32,000, so it would be added to your operating activities. Next point is of short term provision. Now short term provision, he is talking that in the notes to account, it is point number 4. Let's go to the point number 4. Short term provisions were for provision for tax. Now for provision for tax, when no other point is given here, then in that very case we will take that opening balance of the tax would have been paid, okay, and the closing balance would have been made, right? So opening balance would be deducted in the operating activities, and the closing balance would be added in the operating activities. 25,000 paid would be deducted, and 32,000 provision made would be added where? In your operating activities. So we are done with this point. Now the next is the asset side. We are done with the liability side. Now we have is the asset side. Let's go to the asset side. Here again on the asset side, we are given no further adjustments, only the notes to accounts. For the notes to account, he says tangible assets that were given under the head notes to account 5. So let's go to the notes to account 5. Here he says that building balance, which was earlier 0, now the building balance have increased to 1,88,000. If the building balance was 0 earlier, now it is existing. That means you have purchased the building, right? Purchase of building is with rupees 1,80,000, and this purchase of building will go to which activity? Investing activity, right? Now machinery balance have also increased from 360 to 4,30,000. So there is a difference of rupees 70,000. This 70,000 is also showing an increase in the machinery. So this would also be treated as purchase of machine with rupees 70,000, taken to which activity? Investing activity. Okay dear. The next, after the tangible assets, he says in the balance sheet we have intangible assets that are given under the note number 6. Now go to the note number 6. We have note number 6 for goodwill. Goodwill in the business was with 40,000 earlier year. Now it is of 24,000. Goodwill value if increases, then it is a purchase. Now if it reduces, then it is what? Goodwill written off. It is amortization. So it would be taken to the operating activities, where we will take 16,000 rupees which goodwill was written off. Now goodwill written off is a non-cash expense, so it should be added to your cash flow statement. Okay, non-cash expenses or non-operating expenses are added to the cash flow statement. Okay, come along the next part of the balance sheet. You can see long-term investments, which were earlier 50,000, now 76,000. It also shows an increase of investment. So investments would also go to the investing activity with the purchase of investment for rupees. How much value? That is 2,60,000 over here. The next is current assets. I have told you that current assets we will take for the working capital changes, right? Under the head operating activities. But here we are given current investments. The current investments and cash and bank balance would be taken for your balance of cash and cash equivalents, right? So current investments would be considered under the head cash and cash equivalents. Your cash balance would also be considered under the head cash and cash equivalents. Okay, but inventory and trade receivables, both of them will go to the operating activity for working capital changes. Now you can see your inventory have increased, so it shows that you have purchased more inventory, so it will show under the head less for working capital changes. But trade receivable have reduced, it means you have received money from the debtors from the trade receivable, so it will go under the head add for your given case of trade receivables reduction, right? So here we have thoroughly analyzed our balance sheet. Now we will go to the solution, that how we have to consider these all things. So first of all, beta ji, we are taking our share capital. Share capital, I have told you that it has increased from 4 lakh to 5 lakh. Which activity we have to go? Financing. And I told you also that the issue of your share capital was at security premium. So under the head financing activity, let's go to our financing activities. Issue of equity share capital is at premium with rupees 1,10,000. 1 lakh is for your equity share capital and 10,000 is the amount of security premium. How much total we have received? 1,10,000. So it is with the plus balance, right? Now next thing in the balance sheet was your P&L, profit and loss statement. So we have told you that there was net profit earned during the year 2,20,000. It will go to which activity? Operating, right? So under the head cash flow from operating activities, profit earned during the year is of rupees 2,20,000, which we taken from where? Which we took from where? We took it from your P&L statement, right? Now next again to the balance. In the balance sheet, next was our long-term borrowings. We have paid to the long-term borrowings a sum of rupees 50,000. Which head we have to go? Financing activities. So in the financing activities, we have payment of debentures with rupees 50,000 here. But there was one more point relating to the debentures which we did. That was about interest on debenture. Opening balance of debenture with 12% gave us a value of 24,000 for your interest on debentures. Now this 24,000 would be deducted from financing and added to operating activities. So let's go to our cash flow statement. So interest on debentures deducted in your financing activities, right? But added as where? In your operating activities. So see over here, interest on debentures 24,000 we took over here. Because why we took over here? Because it is a non-operating expense, rather it is an expense relating to your finance. So we add up here but deduct in the financing activities. Okay dear. The next point was about short-term borrowings, which I told you that it is the value of the bank overdraft raised. So under the head financing activity, bank overdraft raised is with rupees 3,000. Now there must be one question in your mind that all other transactions we are taking at one place except interest on debentures we took at two places. So beta ji, keep in mind, whatever things you are taking from the balance sheet internal part, that is 3,000 difference, 50,000 difference or 1 lakh difference, that will always go at one place. But if you are referring any of the adjustment from here, like here we took the 12% debenture, so that will go at the two places because this was not given in the balance sheet amounts, right? Okay. Now the next is after borrowings, trade payables. Trade payables are to go in which activity? Operating activity. There was increase in our trade payables. So increase in trade payables is taken to add. I have told you increase in current liability is added with the difference of rupees 32,000 here. Okay. The next we had was short-term provision. Now see what we have written for the short-term provision. For the provision that last year balance is paid balance, so deducted. Current year balance is a made balance, so it is added. But under which head we have to do? That is under the head operating activities. So operating activities add with 32 and less with 25. Let's see. Operating activities, we said provision for tax add with 32, okay, here at the top, and less at the end. Less at the end is tax paid. Under the head your operating activity, tax paid lesses with rupees 25,000. Last year less, current year balance, because no other adjustment was given, so we added current year, right? Okay, next point. So here we are done with liability side. Now assets, we have given the points for that also. The first one was here 5 note number, tangible assets. We have talked about that there is a purchase of building also, there is a purchase of machinery also. Both will go in the investment. So let's go to our investment activities. Purchase of building is with 1,80,000, 88,000 it is in bracket because it is a purchase. Then purchase of machinery is with 70,000, it's also in bracket because money is going out. Next is long-term investment. Investments value have also increased, so investments would also go to the investment activity with the purchase of long-term investments over here 26,000 in a negative because again it is a purchase value. Okay, next we have is cash and cash equivalents, reference to activities, current investment and cash and bank. Okay, so the opening balance of cash and cash equivalent, we will take 10,000 plus 37,000, and closing balance we will take 8,000 plus 60,000. Okay, so opening will become 47 and closing will become 68,000. Let's go to the opening balance of the cash and cash equivalent was 47,000 here. Okay, and the closing balance of the cash and cash equivalent was 68,000 here. Now from 47 to 68 we have added a value of 21,000. So net increase in the cash and cash equivalents was with rupees 21,000. When opening balance of cash and cash equivalent was added 21,000, then it became the closing balance of 68,000. So what should be our answer of cash flow statement? 21,000. So leftover is inventory and trade receivable. Both have to go where? In operating activities. Inventories with less of the difference and trade receivable with add. So let's go to the operating activities. Operating activities, we have working capital changes. So there is, I have told you, decrease in trade receivable will be added. Decrease in trade receivables means money is received from the debtors, that why your trade receivable reduced. Now, but increase of your inventory, that means you have purchased new inventory, so it will go with the less balance. Now dear, when we have to make a sum up over here of the given statement, so what we had here was 2 lakh 20 plus 32, the total profit 2 lakh 52,000, plus that is your non-cash non-operating expenses. There was nothing for deduction. We got a total of 2,92,000 before working capital changes. When we added our working capital changes, deducted our working capital changes, from that balance we deducted tax paid. So what is the net cash flow from your operating activities? That is 2,66,000 is a positive value. But in the investing, all were the negatives. So the balance from the investing activities was cash used in cash flow investing activities, 2,84,000 in the bracket. Then the last activity we had over here is financing activity. For the financing activity, after making all the calculation, we got a plus balance with 39,000. That is the cash flow from financing activities, 39,000. Now these three balances, 2,66,000 plus 39,000 minus 2,84,000 gives us a value of 21,000. So that means our cash flow statement is correct. I hope I was able to get you to the point of the cash flow statement. In the upcoming videos, we will be talking more about the cash flow statement with more of the adjustments regarding depreciation and all. But here in this particular case, we have done a question without much adjustment, but rather we have referred only the points of the given balance sheet. Thanks for the day. Accountitude. Keep scoring. Like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.